What's going on, everybody? It is Ryan from happytrader.io here. It is Friday, December 29th, TGIF 2023. We're heading into the new year. Hope everybody had a safe and Merry Christmas if you do celebrate Christmas. And today's video, we're going to go over the cues and how to deplane your stock. So let's say, I have a ton of stock on. This is something that I like to do, especially if we've ran on the NASDAQ. I'm in T triple Q, so triple the NASDAQ return, right? The daily return on the NASDAQ. And we had this huge ripper, this Santa rally, I guess we'll call it, right? Why not? Because we didn't get one last year. So let's just dive into like how I like to deplane stock. Now, this isn't financial advice. I'm not telling you what to do. Do your own due diligence, but this is how I like to do it, especially if we had a really baller uptrend signal on Happy Trader on the 45-minute chart on big tech, right? So the Qs, and that's the top 100 tech stocks essentially, is what the NASDAQ 100 is made up of. So let's go over to the options chain, and I'm just going to show you. And if you're a super advanced trader, this might not be for you, but maybe it might be a good brush up for you. Depends. So let's go into the Qs. We're just going to bring up the options chain here, and let's go into the paper trade. So let's just show you something. And let's say we wanted to buy 100 shares of the Qs, right? Well, you can go to the snapshot analysis here. You can see at the money, this is the price. You're either going to lose money holding stock, and your max loss is everything that you put in, right? So stock market crashes, you go to zero, right? So that's really how that works. Don't pay attention to these probabilities when you're holding stock, because we don't know. Nothing's guaranteed in the market, and that's what every financial advisor, that's what every commercial or in regard to finance will tell you as well. So the risk reward is fairly asymmetric. You can see for $40,000 of stock, it's like, really, right? Like $2,000 of profit. Okay, so that's the underlying going from 409 to 427. You're only going to get paid, an extremely asymmetric $1,600, right? So what I like to do is, maybe convert that, maybe sell that stock. If that stock's been running, I like to sell the stock. I don't care about the capital gains tax. I would rather a short-term capital gains tax than getting potentially smoked and having to sell a $40,000 position at a loss. That's part one. Part two, buying power. If you're doing any sort of theta strategy where you're selling options, maybe out of the money, or you're even doing at the money, put vertical, call vertical, stuff like that. That's going to be another scenario where you're going to want some of that buying power, right? So not everybody's walking around with $40,000. So I'm going to show you how I like to deplane, especially toward the end of the year when there's a lot of gain. So I took about there's like a 49%, or it was actually higher than that. I think like just in the last few months on T triple Q. I'm going to show you with the Qs, with the regular Qs, with an order ticket here. And the first thing I'm going to do is just kind of, show you again. $40,000 is what you have on the table to control 100 shares, to own 100 shares of the Qs. Now, if you want to control that same 100 shares, or a good portion of it for a more asymmetric or more symmetrical risk reward as opposed to an asymmetric, you can buy a call option. So what a call option is going to do is give you exposure to 100 shares of the underlying, right? So, you might or might not know that. But if you don't know it, the snapshot analysis looks way better. Let's go out a few days. Let's actually go to the options chain. Let's say we want to go out to, let's say we want to go out 90 days, 91 days, right? So we can get to the money, and we'll do that. And you can see everything in the gray is in the money. And you can see that if we buy, let's close the other, looks like we have another strike on. Yeah, we're going to get rid of that strike. So that way we have the 90-day strike, okay? And we're going to go at the money, directly at the money. And you can see that the delta here is 57, right? So it's like 57 or 62 with about a $300 difference in your call, right? So let's say you bought a call option on the Qs, right? So what essentially that means is you're going to be controlling 57% of that stock at the time that you buy that option, right? So that's really how that's going to work. And as it gets, let's say that you buy the call option, right? Let's go into the actual call option and select the buy. And you can see that the snapshot analysis is way more symmetrical as far as your gains, right? So your max loss is now only $1,600 instead of $40,000, right? And your upside isn't really capped, right? Because look here, max profit is infinite. Are we capping this by using a spread? No, we're not, right? So the only thing we're doing here is, we're buying out of the money, right? So what happens is, you can buy at the money. Instead of $40,000, you can control 57% of $40,000 and stay in the game with just $1,600, free up that buying power and sleep easy over the holiday weekend, right? So the New Year weekend, and let all the funds do all the selling and all the rebalancing and all that stuff the rest of the year. And that's how I like to do it. So when I say the word you, I'm just saying that because I'm from Philadelphia originally. So this isn't something that I'm telling you to do. This is just a definite, efficient way to do way better when it comes to risk reward and asymmetric and not having all of that money in the market, especially in a time where there's a lot of geopolitical stuff going on. So what happens is you buy that call option, and let's say the market gaps up over the new year, right? So you take 40,000 off the table. You might pay them short-term gains taxes, and in fact you'll have to when you get your paperwork from your broker. But now you're sitting at a max loss of 1,600. So what would you rather lose in a market crash, 1,600 or 40,000, right? So that's really what you can do with a call option, and how you can synthetically, control, a good portion of that entire 100 shares. And that's what a call option is. It gives you exposure to 100 shares. Each contract is exposure to 100 shares, but it depends on the delta, right? Which is why, a lot of folks like to buy deep in the money. Like, let's say you wanted to control 90% right off the bat. Well, you could go here, right? So you might spend 5,600 and go, whoa, one call option, 5,600. That seems a little crazy, right? Well, I don't know, not really, because you're getting 90%, 90 cents on the dollar compared to holding a $40,000 position on the NASDAQ, right? So it makes a lot more sense, to buy deeper in the money. Now, here's what I like to do though, is if I'm going to buy deep in the money, I'm not going to go 90 days out. I'm going to go even further out. So let's go way out. So let's do a full blown leap. We'll go to we'll go to September 30th, 2024, and so this will be a longer expiry, and then we'll just make sure that we are at the money. Okay, so you can see it gets a little more expensive the further you go out, but you're still not going to spend nearly as much. Now, let's say you just buy an at the money call. Let's say, oh yeah, well we've been in a bear market for well over the average of 14 months, and we want to buy a call option, and we want to control 61% of that stock, that $40,000 position. Well, to me, that's a bargain. 3,400. I can sleep all night knowing that that's my max loss. And if you go to the snapshot analysis, you can just see it's the same risk reward profile as holding the stock, right? Your not your risk reward, but your reward profile, right? So you still have an infinite profit, and you have a lot of time. Now, the other thing that makes options really interesting is, in addition to the way more symmetric and symmetrical, I believe is going to be the correct term, risk reward, is the fact that you can roll out a position, you can leg into a position. So I'll show you that real quick as well. So what we can do is take off this really long dated call, and let's just say we're like, we just want to kind of see what's going to maybe happen like over the next month or whatever. So we want to go maybe like 29 days out, and okay, cool, right? So let's say we get 54% exposure, 54 delta. We want to buy the call option, and we'll just flip that over, boom. And we want to look at the snapshot analysis here. Now, let's say that the stock goes down a little bit, right? And we're like, oh, well, I guess it's good that we didn't buy, that long dated security. Okay. So what you can do is a couple different things. You can actually add to these positions, but more importantly, you can roll these positions if you want. So, rolling is something that's going to be where you're, simultaneously selling off maybe an option, a call option that's losing value, but at the same time, you're buying an option that's longer dated, right? So, that's rolling, right? So you have a lot of versatility with options. That's why the options are very liquid, right? Especially on these, the NASDAQ, the top three indices. You know, these options, if you know how to use them, can be very helpful. Yes, you're using leverage, and yes, 99% or 90%, whatever the number is, of call options or options in general that are purchased expire worthless. But that doesn't mean that you can't take profit on options and deplane and give yourself a more symmetrical risk reward profile by trading them, right? So that's going to kind of do it for today's video. I know it wasn't like as fun as most of our other videos, but it's something important where not a lot of people just have that 40K or that 100K sitting around to just like buy 200 shares of the Qs when the Qs have outperformed all year long, and many of the stocks in the Qs are just going bonkers, right? Maybe a little overextended, who knows, right? Not financial advice, but that's just a little overview of how you can convert stock to call options. Again, this is Ryan, CEO and head quant here at Happy Trader. Hope that helps somebody out there. Good luck. Have a great weekend and happy trading.